Listen, I know. Patriots did not have the greatest performance on Sunday against the Raiders, but it's a new week, a new team, and I promise you, things are looking up. So we're going to talk about some good things from the Patriots, from their upcoming opponent to potentially someone returning. We'll talk about that at the later part of the episode. But my name is Aaron on the Daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do, subscribe, notification bell, boom, hit that like button so you don't miss out. So first and foremost, an old friend. A lot of you would not call a friend, so I retract that statement. An old colleague, old acquaintance, there we go, Cole Strange signing with the Miami Dolphins. This should not be a surprise to anyone. The reason I say that is because, and we're going to jump into this a second, but the Miami Dolphins offensive line struggled. Tua Tagovailoa struggled. Miami as a whole struggled. That is one great piece of good news going into week 2. And guess what? Who's the week 2 opponent for the New England Patriots? Oh, that is right. It's the Miami Dolphins. So again, the Miami Dolphins going out, taking Cole Strange off the Browns practice squad. Again, if you take someone off someone's practice squad, you got to throw them on your 53-man roster. I believe it's a minimum 4 weeks. So how desperate do you have to be to pick up a guy like Cole Strange? Again, and I'm not trying to dog on Cole Strange when I say this, but the fact that Cole Strange was dropped from a team that the year before in 2024, the Patriots had a rough offensive line, doesn't make that 53-man roster, gets dropped, picked up on a practice squad, and now he's picked up by the Dolphins. Again, it wasn't that long ago people were hooting and hollering about the Miami Dolphins and how great this team was and how great of an offensive mind Mike Macdonald was and all these different things. And now it seems like they're taking them out to pasture and they're done talking about them and they are on the struggle bus. So again, Miami Dolphins week 2, great sign. Offensive line struggles. They're signing Cole Strange. I should not laugh, but it's crazy. We look at Miami's game against the Colts. Again, Danny Dimes at quarterback for the Colts. A lot of people dogging on him, saying he's not going to do well. Well, guess what? For fantasy owners, I'm sure most of the country did not start old Danny Dimes at quarterback, but the man put up some points, 2 rushing touchdowns, as well as a passing touchdown as well, 22 for 29. Absolutely torching this Miami defense, torching it. But that's not even the big part. The big part is, again, this offense. Offense could not get anything going. Besides a 26-yard run, the rushing attack was nil. It was nothing. Tua Tagovailoa going out there, 14 of 23, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I believe they had a fumble as well that was lost. They throw Zach Wilson in at the end of the game, not because they want to save Tua because they're blowing out the Colts, but it's the opposite. Colts are blowing them out. So now we look at this, only good. Sacked 3 times, multiple QB hits, multiple tackles for losses by the Colts against this rough Dolphins team. But what's even more interesting is this, that we need to take out of this, is Xavier Howard, Colts cornerback, said, listen, it was simple. He's pretty quick getting the ball out, referring to Tua, the lefty. And once we take away that first read, I feel like it's panic mode after that. And it showed yesterday. We took away his first read, and he was trying to get rid of the ball real quick. Bingo. Listen, Terrell Williams, Mike Vrabel, they are going to be watching this film and just licking their chops. It's going to be a field day. It should be a field day. Again, I would and maybe the Colts are a lot better than a lot of people expected this year. That's a possibility. I'm not ruling it out. But again, you can't watch that game and look at the Dolphins and say, man, they looked good. They did not. So again, that is the first good piece of news for the Patriots going into this week 2 against the Dolphins is Dolphins struggle immensely. Offensive line struggled so bad they had to go pick up someone off a practice squad. We remember that from last year. We were just in that boat. We get it. But then Tua is struggling incredibly to get the ball around. Even with a star-studded cast that he has around him, it was rough. And not only that, the defense allows 33 points and they get absolutely blown out. So again, looking forward, this should only be good news for the Patriots. What do you think of the Miami Dolphins? I know it's a divisional game. I know they most likely will bounce back. I'm not saying the Patriots are going to blow them out, but again, looking at their film, looking at what was done to the Dolphins, they should have a lot of advantages on the Patriots side going into this Week 2 game. So tell me what you think. Would love to hear from you guys. As well, some other news. Now, you're going to be like, how is this good news? And this kind of honestly blows my mind a little bit, but cornerback DJ James on the track, released from the 53-man roster as well. The Patriots signed Jeremiah was a Bullfrog Farms Jr. to the practice squad. I think a lot of people saw that coming as he cleared waivers. But DJ James, a guy during training camp that did extremely well. I think a lot of people were very impressed and felt comfortable knowing, hey, him and Alex Austin are solid depth pieces. So in my mind, this kind of comes out of left field. But I will say, you look at the actual time he was on the field, and he had a handful of plays the first game. I believe he had it was two snaps at cornerback in the slot, and then he had 5 on special teams. And that was it. So in my mind, this can show one of two things. Either, hey, we have a lot of confidence in Charles Woods, or Christian Gonzalez is coming back and we're not as worried about a depth piece. Again, it's very likely and very possible that DJ James, he clears waivers, boom, he's thrown onto the practice squad. Huge possibility. But looking at it, I think the good news hints at either Gonzalez return this week, hopefully coming back from that hamstring injury, or again, more confidence in Charles Woods and what he brings to the table, not only for cornerback, but again, on special teams as well. And even on top of that, I'm not going to go out there and tell you that, the secondary was brilliant on Sunday. I'm not going to say that. There was some great moments. There were. But again, they allowed Geno Smith to torch them for 362 yards. It was not ideal. But again, that's without your all-pro cornerback. So again, though it's weird saying it's good news that DJ James is released, surprise. But again, I think he will be thrown on the practice squad once he clears waivers, most likely. And then on top of that, I think it points in the direction to a possible return for Gonzalez. Obviously, we will all be looking at the injury report moving forward throughout the week and what that looks like as well. Potentially, hey, we have a lot of faith in Charles Woods and what he brings to the table for this franchise. And the Rams are missing out on dropping a player like Charles Woods. So take that what you may, but what are your thoughts? You think this is pointing to a Christian Gonzalez return this week 2, or the other where it's Charles Woods? They have more confidence in him, even though he did not play on Sunday because a nagging injury as well. So again, comment below. And here's the other things on Woods too, because people always point this out. But he played 2% of defensive snaps in 12 games. Yes, that's understood. I know that. Everyone should know that. His primary role was special teams, but he was a depth piece at cornerback. So again, comment below. Tell me what you think. Would love to hear from you guys. Always do. Again, hit that subscribe button on the way out. We'll talk later. Allergies, feeling a little better this morning. It was miserable, the ragweed. Or the ragwood, whatever the heck it is, whatever it's called, something like that. I don't know. Again, I teach high school PE. I'm not an allergist or anything like that. But Flonase and Claritin for the win. Anyways, we'll talk later. Hit that sub. Peace.